Okay, we're live this time. Hey man, how are you? I'm ready. I tried to come on before and it wouldn't upload, so now the stream is up all right and I'm up. So we'll do this real quick because I have food waiting for me. Yesterday was just a horrible day. I spent a lot of time waiting around doing nothing, and I was up at 5:30 and out with Lucy and everything else. And by the time I got home, I was exhausted because I was up 5:30 the day before and did the same thing the day before. Only I didn't have to do the same the day before. It was yesterday, and I'm exhausted. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm all right now. I'm really hoping that by tomorrow we get everything back to normal. Because I don't know what the problem was with the internet this morning, but there was a lot of problems. Very slow. I think that's got to do with the stock market Trump is messing with. And as I yeah, thank you, Jim. I'm sorted out, I think, as best as I can get. Uh, but I was watching that Trump thing and, the stock market and everything. I'm going, this whole Iran situation is manipulation. And I just read, just before I came back on here, tried to get on again, there was an article, they flashed a headline that Iran is stopping oil again. So I don't know what's going to happen. Trump keeps threatening war crimes. That's what he's threatening. He's not threatening any insane. It's war crimes. But this is Donald, and he is the Donald. So that's where we stand. But how you guys doing? Oh, what had happened at the doctor yesterday? The eye doctor says they think I'm developing glaucoma. They said it would take 5 or 10 years and years, and I said, don't worry about it then, because I'm not going to be around that much longer. I got maybe 5 years left if I'm real lucky. And 5 years at the way I'm going, not what I'm looking forward to. There'd have to be an improvement someplace along the line for me to want to be around 5 more years. A lot of stress now, with what's going on, what's going to happen money wise, and everything like that. And I just discovered I'm missing 3 million, what they call pesos, which is about $300. My personal money's gone, so now I have to figure out who's got that and why. And if it's not a family member and it's who I think it might be, well, then I'm going to go to jail because I'm going to kill him. Now, I'm not going to play nice. It's just going to be a bloodbath. I've got stuff stacked over here. I have no idea what it is or why it's here. So let's take it out. Okay. Oh, that's what I was looking for. There's something I was looking for that I found. That's very good. This is no good. This is good. This is dangerous. Very clean shop while you're talking to people. Then I forget what I'm talking about. But this is real, honest to God, live stuff, people. Okay? None of this is made up, as you can tell. The dust that's flying around and everything. I don't clean my office enough. But this is it. This is what I am. A slob by nature, an artist wannabe, a celebrity wannabe. And as I sit here looking, I gotta find a piece of paper. It's got stuff written down. It's very, very important, but I don't know what I did with it. Make sense to you? Very, very important stuff I can't find. Garbage I can find without just blinking an eye. So, like I was saying, though, I think if you look at Trump and the Musks and whatnot of the world, they're making a ton of money on the stock market. They've got the money to play. Even the fringe players, even little fringe players, if they got some money to play with, are making a fortune right now if they know what they're doing. If they're fought, they figure Donald out. Because all Donald's doing is if he says there's a ceasefire and the stock market starts to shoot up, you know. Although the Dow wasn't up earlier this morning, it may be up now, but it was sort of the same as yesterday. But the tech stocks went through started going rising real fast, and that's what happens. Now you watch what happens this afternoon. These guys made a lot. These guys are going to make hundreds of thousands of dollars, money that you and I don't even know what it looks like. They invested it at 9 o'clock when the stock market opened. Now right now they're selling it, and they're going to make a profit. And they hold on to it and buy more when the stock market goes back down again. They'll make more tomorrow when it goes back up again because Trump is screwing around with everybody. The stock market is not an indicator of anything except bullshit. Okay, that's all it indicates. It's a level of bullshit. All right. So I don't know how we're going to handle that, but we'll see. We shall certainly see. Uh, Other than that, I'm doing right. I said I have. They said I had glaucoma. I don't know. I got to take. I'm supposed to start taking some medication for that soon. So we'll see what's going on there. You know. Uh, but other than that, got updates. Everything's going crazy right now. Uh, we'll try to get that straightened out. I don't notice. I don't. I have minor problems with my vision that I just attributed to age. Other than that, my eye doctor says I'm healthy. One of the indicators of glaucoma is pressure in the eyeball, and my pressure is normal, so I don't know. They say they look at me kind of funny, and I say I'm weird. Look, I got the vision in my hands that I don't see people having. I mean, look at that. There's almost a half an inch difference in the size of my. Uh, my left shoe is a half size smaller than my right foot. I have all this shit going down. Not sure why. When I was growing up, what I did other than I fell and I hurt my hurt this collarbone, and I know it's turned in. It goes like this, and you can see it. It's not something I'm making up. And every once in a while, you can hear it. I don't want you to do it. No, you can't hear it now. It's not doing it now. But every once in a while, you can hear it pop and everything. So this is shit that happens to me. I'm weird. And I think a lot of people from my generation are. It's how we grew up. I always had because I was so tall and so big so early in my life. I was not fitting me properly, and I developed blisters and calluses that I still have on my feet that I never really got taken care of, and it's causing stress to my knees and everything now. So what can I tell you? Old age, don't get old, man. And look at the thing. There's a water shortage, so drink scotch. Okay, you don't need as much. You have to drink a whole lot of water to get fucked up, but scotch will fuck you up pretty fast. So, so just drink a lot. God, not water though. Water's not going to be good. So if water's not good, well, you have to purify water to make scotch. So buy scotch, good scotch. Don't drink the cheap shit. If you're gonna go out and buy something, buy liquor or beers, buy the good stuff. Don't buy the garbage, man. Then you know what it tastes like. And by the way, speaking of beer, most Americans don't know what beer tastes like because they put it in the refrigerator and they get it so cold they get it down around 30 degrees or something like that. And they recommend you serve it around 40 degrees, 37 to 40 degrees, and then you get the flavors of it. You know, um, like don't drink. Ever drink warm beer? That's what beer tastes like. Cold distorts the taste. And it's like ice cream. Ice cream tastes very dry and sweet when you let it melt all the way down. It tastes good actually, but you don't taste ice cream when it's solid, when it's frozen solid. It just tastes cold, freezes the top of your mouth, makes your brain freeze, freeze, freeze. Oh, sorry. Uh, so what else was I going to talk about? Oh, there's an article that from a couple of days ago that with Trump threatening to take Cuba and everything. Cuba should be free, and I agree with that. So they can be as fucked up as Puerto Rico is. You know, Puerto Rico would probably be better off if it was free. I don't know the exact politics of it. I don't know what they would have to do if they were all of a sudden America gave them. They don't want state. They want statehood, which is kind of like right now. I don't. I think they're better off where they are, or they become a free nation and hook up with Cuba and some other countries down in the Caribbean. Form a little like coalition type deal. I think they'd be all right. Host the mafia and whatnot. That's okay. If it's done right. You know, but you like tax-free gambling would be cool, but you just have to tell. If they find you cheating, they shoot you. That's all. Puerto Ricans got gambling now as it is, so I don't know. I have no idea what's going to happen. There's Lucy. Hi, Lucy. Where you been all morning? She's got to see a vet. She's got bladder problems. She's peeing a lot. And I mean, she peed 20 times when I took her for a walk this morning. 20 times in an hour is kind of, I think, a lot. But she peed if there was two drops. So anyhow, uh, there's some other stuff going on that doesn't make a lot of sense. Uh, right now, I'm trying to get my art shit together. I made some of those. I talked about the heads that I was making, the Easter Island statue heads. They came out so. I'm not real proud of that. I'm having problems with my, like I say, depth perception's a problem at times, and that's an old age thing. I'm affected by light. My hands aren't working the way I want them to work anymore, and I'm having to change tools and learn how to use the new tool, the new knife, whatever. Uh, I've got carpal tunnel, and I got a lot of minor things, so they're not as well as I want them to do. But I've learned, I've developed a way of doing it, which will, improve the way they look. And they're just silly little things, stuff you see at wow, I just forgot what it's called. Well, when you go to, uh, man, it's right there. And it keeps stopping as I try to say it. But you see on the table, so people selling stuff. They're like $1, 50 cents to $1 a piece, and that's what they cost me. To make. It's no big deal. It's a few minutes of my time, which I love doing. Whether it comes out good or not. I gave up being a perfectionist. So I don't know how you guys are doing, hobby wise, music wise. I don't like a lot of the music that's around. I don't understand it. It's to me, music means something to me. And it carries a very personal feeling for it. That's why I like music, and I like art too. But I don't like all art. It's like I'm into photographs more than I am anything else. I love to see the old stuff. What the country looked like. It's like I went to the Grand Canyon, and I've been told that if I went back to the Grand Canyon today, I wouldn't recognize it because they have that glass floor up there and everything. And I'm not walking out on that glass floor. I'm sorry, that ain't happening. Especially now that the Forest Service is being disbanded by Dick Face and his minions. You know, you can't even call him Dick Face. He's uglier than the ugliest dick I ever looked at when I was in the gym in the school and whatnot. They always look over to the guy next to you, see how big his dick is. I got a bigger one. If you got a smaller one, you kind of, you know, get your shorts on real fast and get out of there. But you know, That's about it. I've run out of things to bullshit about. That was a quick 15-minute bullshit. What can I say? Jim, I appreciate everything you do for me, buddy. You know, I really do. I wish a lot of other people were out there doing some of the same things, so I could get up there and, maybe make a dime or two out of this situation, but we'll see what happens. Uh, in the meantime, you guys have a great day. Find a way to subscribe to me. Because you'll get notifications that I'm live. It'll show up in your email, and you can, how you treat your email, whether you get a noise announcement when you get an email or whatever. It depends on your system and whatnot, and how you set your system up. You know what I'm saying? Huh? 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 All right. That's it. Everybody take care. Have a great day. Thank you very, very much for being here. And I'll see you tomorrow. Hopefully, everything will be back to normal tomorrow.